So let's have a look at one of these forms. This is an example for Maggie. These are her options. She has a background in logistics. She's been in that space for over 20 plus years. And so here's a quick summary for her, and why she's perfectly positioned to offer remote consulting. Okay. So we give you 3 business options plus 1 as a bonus. So you get a total of 4 business options. Most people decide to merge 2. We usually recommend you can focus on 1, but you can merge 1 or 2 because you'd find they are most closely related. Okay. For her as a supply chain expert, the first one is lean procurement consultant for e-commerce and DTC brands. Okay. Then we also give you the kind of services you'll be offering. So she'll be doing cost analysis, supplier negotiations, procurement process redesign, SOP creation. Okay. Then we also tell you about your ideal clients, because what's the point of knowing, okay, so this is the service I can offer. Yeah. But who are your ideal clients? Who should you be targeting? Okay. So we give you that option for this. We give you ideal clients for Maggie, for example, is 7 to 8 figure e-commerce brands, productized businesses, or African manufacturers. Okay. Then we give you a pricing model. You can tweak it. Yeah. However you want it. So you have the procurement audit, which you can charge $1,200, etc. So we go to business option number 2, a remote operations partner. We also go to business number 3, which is procurement and logistics training packages for SMEs. You see how detailed that is, okay? Then after that, we come to positioning strategy, okay? We look at how best can we position you for whichever option that you've chosen among the 4. And we give you the tone of voice. How should you sound? Should you be assertive? Should you be results driven? Should you be practical? Okay. And then what is the differentiation angle? Because I believe there are so many supply chain experts. Yeah, there are quite a number. So how can Maggie differentiate herself from the sea of sameness? Okay. So we also give you the differentiating angle. Yeah. And also taglines, so that you just see your brand coming together. You can visualize, okay? And then now we go to your branding needs, because after all this, after you clarify your offer and you now know what service option you can offer, then we come to your branding needs, because how will someone know Maggie is offering services? Okay, so this is where we start. We build your logo and brand kits. This takes about 1 week. And then the purpose, it's bold, minimalistic, and system driven. After the logo and brand kit, where do we go? Your LinkedIn. Okay. We optimize for you your LinkedIn, because this is your new CV. This is your new resume. Okay. And that is where most people will land. And this is where you'll also be doing most of your marketing. So we have to optimize your LinkedIn. And then we position Maggie as a lean procurement consultant, for example, if she chooses option 1. Then we build your website. It can be a 1-page website or a 5-page website. This depends on a number of factors, okay? Then we can create a lead magnet for you. We help you with the booking tool, Calendly. We connect it to your website, and then you start booking calls, okay? You have a system to book calls for you. Yeah. And then we come back to the pricing model, okay, of what you can opt to do. So she can, like for Maggie, she can do a procurement audit. That's a model. She can do monthly retainers, a scorecard setup, yeah, for $600. She can train a team on logistics. Honestly, there are so many ways you can position your pricing model, okay? Then we do a 1 year, which is a 12-month profit timeline, okay, to guide you. So we tell you month 1, this is what you should be doing. Month 2, this is what you should be doing and what you should have achieved. So you have a roadmap and steps and milestones, okay, to follow. So we have month 1 to month 6, the first 6 months. The first month, what do? You finalize your positioning. That means we build your brand assets in month 1. That's what you remember, the assets, here, where is it? Your branding needs. That's what we do on month 1. And on month 1, you earn 0, because unless in the process you got a client, but mostly the idea is you're working on your brand. So once we build that foundation, we now start reaching out to clients. Month 2, okay? So here's an example of what Maggie can do. We launch the lead market and some LinkedIn content. And here She can probably get a client who maybe she can do 2 audits, get $1,200. Okay, she can target $1,200. Month three, she can secure another audit or a retainer, and she gets that amount. Then the fourth month, she can do an SME training. You see, all this is, remember, she's also getting retainers, she's doing audits, so it's a build up. This is a build up, okay? And then she can offer new packages, repackage her services, etc. And that's the 6-month target. Same to now the second half of the year. Okay. So we do this. We do a 7 to 8th month. She can launch digital products, and that is a projected income. She can build a small remote team for client support, because as she's growing, she's not able to fulfill the services alone. So what does she do? She hires a person, etc. That one is in the final year, actually the 12th month. Okay, that's the projection. You can either achieve this before or even after, but the goal is to get started, get the ball rolling. Okay, then we come to this part, your lead generation strategy. We also give you this. Imagine it is a full roadmap. So we tell you on LinkedIn, what are you posting? Okay, post weekly content, tips, cost saving wins. If you have an email newsletter, this is what you post. Case studies, your vendor tips, podcasts, and interviews. You can go to Upwork, by the way, offer consulting. Yeah, Upwork has work, by the way, if you position yourself well. In founder networks, partner with brands, accelerators, and advisors. See, so this is your lead generation strategy. But this is tailored for Maggie and her skill set. Okay. Then if now you can't do all this, now after you've gotten all this is where we come in as BoxlessAI. We have a done for you brand setup package. Okay. So this is, you remember where we started? The logo plus brand kit. Now that is what we do for you. And this is the cost. Now, you might look at all this and say, oh, total 140,000, Bob. That's a lot of money. I don't have that now. So what have we done? We have created phases. We have built phases where most of our clients don't get overwhelmed financially and emotionally. As even us as the agency, we also don't want to get overwhelmed. We want to give you the best. Okay. So what we do is we've categorized this into phases. So you have phase one, okay, just the logo and the brand kit, which is 21,500, Bob. Okay. So what you do, we first deal with phase one. And normally our payments are 60% down payment upfront, and then 40% after you're happy with your logo and your brand kit. So we just do phase one. So if you do 21,500 and 60% of that, I think that comes to about, is it 15K? I'm not so sure. Do the math. So that is what you pay. And then we start building your logo, etc. Then we move to phase two. Okay. Once you're happy with the logo and brand kit, pay the remaining 40%. We move to phase two. Now, phase two is your LinkedIn profile rewrite, which is 15,000, Bob. We do the same again. 60% of phase two of 15,000, Bob. Yeah. So that comes to about, say 10K, 9,000 shillings. Yeah. So that's 60%. You pay the down payment, we do your LinkedIn revamp, do your banner, do everything. Once you're happy, you repay the remaining 40%. Then what do? We go to phase three, which is the website setup, and then the social media setup. So by the time you realize it's 3 months down the line, you have your brand, things are rolling, and you're not overwhelmed. Okay. So by the time you're ready to monetize, you already have a strong foundation of your brand. Okay. Now, if you do not have all this, or you're not ready to get started, you can do it yourself. And that is why we created the Build Your Brand with AI Masterclass, and it's only 2,500 shillings. Okay. So this is 2,550. Okay. If you belong to our WhatsApp group, exclusive WhatsApp group, get a discount of 500 shillings. You join the masterclass and you're able to follow the steps and the process that we do, and you can do it yourself. So there goes your options. So I hope you understand how we do this brand building. Okay. In the upcoming video, I'll be showing you what exactly are the results or the output from one of our clients. So see you in the next video. Thank you.